We begin with breaking news out of Ontario on the Stellantis electric vehicle battery plant. Just a short time ago, the province's economic development minister confirmed construction will resume thanks to a $15 billion deal in tax breaks. $5 billion of that will be coming from Ontario. Work on the plant had been halted in a dispute with the federal and Ontario governments over compensation. Stellantis had been looking for something similar to the deal struck with Volkswagen to build its own electric vehicle battery plant in St. Thomas, Ontario. CBC's TJ Deer joins us now live from Windsor with this breaking news. TJ, lots of details breaking in the last hour on this deal. Can you walk us through what we have learned?
Yeah, for sure, Dwight. So as you just mentioned, Ontario's Economic Development Minister Vic Fedeli confirming that this deal is worth $15 billion total in tax breaks, with the province kicking in $5 billion of that, so a third of the total sum. Now, we don't have any more confirmed details from the federal government. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland issued a statement saying that it's good for jobs and will further Canada's place as a world leader in the global EV supply chain. The Office of Federal Industry Minister François-Philippe Champagne has yet to say anything at all, and neither Freeland or Champagne's offices have shared any specific details about the deal, whether confirming Fedeli's statements or not. We did speak with Unifor National President Lana Payne a while ago, and she's hearing that this deal is competitive against the Inflation Reduction Act from the U.S., better known as the IRA. That's the legislation that has been enticing automakers to set up shop in the U.S. and make clean energy products there. She did say that she was a little worried that this deal might not go through, but of course eventually it did. Here's what she had to say.
There was no way we were going to live with any other kind of outcome. There would have been hell to pay if we weren't in this kind of situation today. This is an important industrial strategy for Canada, not just for Ontario. We have parts of the supply chain that will feed and be important to this battery plant and to this footprint from all over Canada. Other provinces will benefit from this investment too. So I think it's really important that we keep in mind that this is a Canadian investment, not just for Ontario.
So that's what Unifor National President Lana Payne said. We still don't know when construction will resume on the plant, on the module portion of the plant, or any confirmed detail from Stellantis or LG. Neither company gave specifics in a news release they issued earlier this evening. All they said is that they signed a binding agreement that secures the future of the plant and that they're honoring, quote, the commitments that were made by the Canadian government to level the playing field with the U.S. IRA.
This is a big deal for Canada, as the Deputy PM was saying. Talk to us about the jobs involved here.
Yeah, so Unifor Local 444 President Dave Cassidy said that there would be 2,500 jobs directly tied to this EV battery plant here in Windsor, as well as a number of spin-off jobs that would be generated as a result of this plant. Now, Stellantis and LG decided to pause construction on the module portion of the facility about a month and a half ago. This came after the Biden administration passed the IRA, but also after Volkswagen secured a $13 billion deal in incentives with the federal government. And we spoke with Unifor 444 President Dave Cassidy, saying that he said that this is a milestone deal. We also spoke with automotive industry leader Flavio Volpe earlier this evening. Here's what he had to say.
Very importantly for me, is a company that has spent 95 years making vehicles in Windsor and across Ontario with footprints that draw across Canada, is committed to the next 100 years here. And we're very happy. I've said from the beginning consistently that I was confident that the federal and provincial government were going to come together, bring this over the line with the company on its full footprint, and that's what we heard today.
So that's what Flavio Volpe said. Obviously, Stellantis committing their future to Windsor, Ontario, as well as Canada. Again, we don't know when construction will resume on the module portion of the facility. We'll have those details as they come in. Dwight?
CBC's TJ Deer in Windsor, Ontario. Thank you for this, TJ.
You're welcome.